off the bat video. Actually, not off the bat, because I already know there's a ball coming. I already know I'm going to swing, and you're pitching it to me. The spirit, the drunk spirit coming into you in all kinds of basic points. They're like this dot, and they come together, and you make reality from it. You have to make your own reality. You have to base your reality and understand what your senses are all about. And don't be too sensitive. Because what I'm going to say right now is what I've already started to say. But I know that somebody out there has already said it before me. I know somebody has said it before me. Otherwise, I'd be a genius. A genius. Coming in here and telling you stuff like that you never knew before. But it ain't true. Because it's out there. Maybe you never heard it, and you heard it first from me. That would be the only difference. Like the beginning of time, 432 that are abonnés. Abonnés? Have a good year. That are recipients of my channel. And our senses, wouldn't it be just better to look at the woman and the woman to look at the man and have uncompromised communication or compromised communication? And it is only compromised in the fashion that it can't just take it and eat it. It's compromised that there's another party that we have to meet in the middle. That is the uncompromisation, okay, or compromising. A non-compromised is my vision, is because it's like they're saying non-flammable, but it is flammable. I'm going non-compromised because it is compromised without knowing the effects, only knowing the truth that the difference is my reality and yours. You want to look at it. I want to grab it. The excitement more in the grabbing than in the look. But is it more the grabbing that will destroy than the look of the eye? So this is what it comes, even with when it comes, and I'm going to use the basis of the senses because sex is a major brain inside of us, okay? Sex is the major brain, okay? Now, I know it's the major brain. I know it is. I bet you in 90% of the people, sex is the major brain. If they know they can have it in an uncompromised situation, and it is alluring and elective, and I use these words because they make no sense, but they're so great, that they go and do it. And while they're reaching climax and the juices are mixing all up, it's like, holy God, it's like, it's a vibration. And that's the vibration we should be attracting in other places for a better communication by diverting our actual senses of our body through and from the pineal gland. That's where I believe that mix-up. It's like all these tentacles sitting out with all these different, they go to a main globulin, and it's in that globulin that you decide and think, and it brings your heights into different areas for that particular period of time. Time is an atom, right? Time is an atom. Time is an atom because it has to be all and everything. It has to be everything around it. So time is an atom. It's from the beginning to the end, and it's, oh my God, I see it. I want to touch it. I've had my orgasm with it, and now it's over. I want to have a cigarette. So time for me is an atom because it's all around. What the beta system is, what the servant system is, what I have learned, what is showing to me, what is the action of the adverb, the verb, and the noun, and that is the situation. Dysfunctionality. I'm reading on this thing. Anybody see this company, ED? I think it's a jam company, but they also have it in commercials for erectile dysfunction. Another thing I wanted to mention, and I love it because just going into the elements, the factory of the elements and the initials and the names they use, they're actually showing you pieces and parts of their own reality, showing you the letter M is the 13th letter, the reverse is 14, so that'll make the whole service. What does it actually mean? Is the highest number actually 13 is 6, 1, and 6 as described in Monopoly? Is it a foot regarding that you have to put A and B back together to lock it in? You ever see the seamstress, right? they have the thing at the end. A lot of times that last piece at the end is two pieces. Here's a game they call Jenga, right? And what I want to show you is, thank God they gave it a name, because without the name, I don't get all that information. They call this the Jenga game. So now I'll take the letter J with the E, and it says I, Jenga, but I'm not alone. You see, it takes one of them to go all the way up. See how many rows there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, right? So it took 5 rows, but whoop, it took 5 rows by 3 across in order to create what is 1. 1 height by 1 length by 1 across, 1 by 1 by 1. What is in here? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. But to brick the house up, I'd have 16, 17, 18. Or would I start at half off here? By starting at half off there, right? By starting at half off on one side, I would get to cover in the corners of the bricks on the other side. So it would actually take, in order to get everything together, you wouldn't want to just put 3, right? And if you did put 3, you'd have to put V corners up to hold them together. V for Venus, right? If you overlap them here, I don't know what words I would say or use for that, but we're going to just say that we would use 3, 6, 9, 12, plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 and 12, V and E, right? The reverse of Venus, the beginning of Venus, V and E, 5 by 3, electric company. Oh, I'm falling apart here. At the same time, if I went across and over, will these fit in? And we're going to use the camera to take a look.
Okay, so you put one this way and one this way, okay, and one this way, and then you take the other one and you put it this way, okay.
Those are the corners that come across. So my question is, will this fill in the gap? No, it won't. So I'd only have 2 sticks in, so this wouldn't fill the gap. Hold on a second. We'd have to take a look. And the reason I'm doing it this way, right? The reason I have to do it this way, right? We can't do it this way. This way, this way, this way, holding in your Jengas down here. I know I overwent on this video, right? So this is my overlapping corner over here to finish it. Otherwise, it finishes here. Otherwise, it finishes here. And I have the missing corner. And in that corner, just to make it all work out, we'll put one of these. And we'll put one of these all the way up. And what are these? These are our communicators in all the corners of the buildings. Communicators. Now, if you see one in the center, over here with a stick coming out like this, that can be another way of communication, right? Right there like that, somewhere in between there. Anyways, just wanted to talk about that Jenga and how that goes together. So it took, okay, how many Jengas? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 Jengas that put together the square. So it took 15. 15 is for Mars. It was 3 per row. There were 5 rows, but 3 of the rows were going this way, right? 3 of the rows were going this way. So this way looks like 1. This way looks like 3. So when you're talking about 1 and 3, maybe we're actually just talking about direction, right? I just see one long one. I see 3 other ones. 3 different directions. 1, right? 1. Now, depending on which way it is, we might say something else. Anyways, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, coming to you from the House of Pain. Sore arm, sore shoulder, a little bit of a cough today. But you know what? I've got a little bit of shaga in the fridge, or in the coffee teacup, and I like that new stuff, kombucha. I don't know how to say it, but in every other country, if you walk around, somebody's got to say it like me. I'm not first. Thank you for watching this video.